Good Monday morning, everyone. Welcome to day 106. I'm not really sure. It'll be in the title. It downpoured last night. It stormed, lightning, thunder. It was pretty wild. It was like having my own light show inside my tent. Luckily, my tent doesn't leak. I was a little concerned because there was a low spot and I was watching water pooling on the outside of my tent. But it was fine. So right now you can see it's sagging like that because I've already taken some of the tension out of it, trying to let some of the water drip off of it. So that way it's not completely soaked on the outside when I put it in, because once I pack it away, the inside will get wet from the outside. Like I said, we're going to be heading to Pine Grove Furnace State Park. It's about 7 miles away. So I'll be able to set up my tent somewhere there, let it dry out today. Hopefully when I'm swimming in the lake, as long as the weather permits. It's a little after 7, right around 7, Monday. So we are going to hit the official halfway point today. We'll be hitting that soon. That'll be awesome to get there and see that sign. And then we're also going to be we're about not quite 5 miles away from hitting 1,100 miles on the trail. So that's pretty crazy too. And then, yeah, just gonna hit that half-gallon challenge area and, just go from there. Not sure exactly where we're going to camp tonight. Like I said, they have showers and stuff there. There is a hostel, but I'm not planning on staying at the hostel unless the weather is really bad. It's really foggy out this morning, as you can see, from the storms last night. So this was a nice little area, though, considering. But yeah, so we're going to get that hike in. Like I said, we got about 7 miles to get there. And then hang out for a bit. Hopefully there'll be some other hikers there. I know there's some behind me. I don't know if they'll make it today. Some of them are, a couple of the guys, man, I swear they just hop from shelter to shelter. So if that's the case, I will not see them today, because there's still a couple more shelters. There's one behind me that they did not stay at, and then there's one ahead of me. So got mostly downhill today. A little bit of a climb on one part going into the park, but that's about it. Even looking at the maps last night, I was texting my mom and telling her that this exact spot where I'm at is 2,000 foot above sea level, and I won't hit that same height. I'll be below that for the remainder for a while, actually. At least the rest of Pennsylvania, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even further. Sorry. I know that was gross. So yeah, not going to be getting too high. There are some views, a little bit of views coming up. Not today necessarily, but coming up in the next couple days. But there is some farm walking. I do have to pay attention to the map coming up between Boiling Springs to Duncannon. There's a good 14-mile stretch where there's no water and no camping, so got to plan accordingly for that. Even though there is some water sources, it's highly recommended not to drink them because it's runoff from the farms. A lot of it, or the farms do run off into it, and they say there's a lot of fertilizer and stuff in the water, so they strongly tell you do not drink that water. Your filter, my filter I have, any of the filters, I guess does not clean that out. So, and they say it tastes disgusting and it'll make you sick. So yeah, we'll have to pay attention to that. I know Boiling Springs, a lot of people pony up right in Boiling Springs right before they start that stretch. Some people even go into Carlisle, Pennsylvania, just to have a little break from that walk. So I don't know, we'll see, we'll figure it all out. Either way, we're going to finish getting this tent broken down and get started down this trail so that way we can get to Pine Grove. I'm going to be honest, from what I was reading, it seems like the museum, the AT museum, is only open on the weekends, which is going to suck, but is what it is. So we'll see when we get there. But at least the general store with food and all is open. And they do have the state park with bathrooms, showers, place to charge your electronics, which I don't need to worry about too much, but you might as well charge them while I'm there. And yeah, so the only thing they don't have is laundry, but I just did laundry, so I'm good. Even though I stink already, but whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna finish breaking this down and we'll get started, and I'll see y'all down trail. Good morning. So this was a shelter I was gonna try to bring it at. That's just a covered pavilion. But this is a tiny shelter, Tom's Run. You got Tom's Run, river, creek, whatever it is, right down there. There's some camping spots. Look at this. You got Adirondack chairs for you to sit in. Beautiful fire pit with all the chairs around it. It's a tiny shelter. They got a stack of firewood over there for you. You got more camping spots down there. Pretty nice, except the bees. There are lots of bees. So, but we're not staying here, obviously. It's too early in our day. It is only not even 10 a.m. And we have to keep pushing because we are getting really, really close to that halfway sign, the official halfway sign. Now, if you remember, Harper's Ferry was considered the unofficial halfway point. Oop. God dang rocks. Harper's Ferry was the unofficial halfway point. That's where the ATC is. I don't know why. I think just because it's easiest, one of the easiest areas for people to get on and off the trail. So, you know, sometimes people flip-flop on the trail. So they'll start at Harper's Ferry, go north, come back to Harper's Ferry, and go back south to finish out their through hike. Everybody's different, so, but it is an easy, probably one of the easiest areas to get on and off the trail. So, and the ATC, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, that is where they're headquartered. So I guess they decided they would make that the unofficial halfway. But we are about to hit the official halfway. So, and then right after that, we'll be hitting Pine Grove Furnace State Park, where we'll be hanging out for a while. The weather's not looking great today. I mean, it's not looking like rain necessarily, just overcast. But they do have a lake with a beach. You can swim in, camp, all that good stuff. And that's where they also have the store. You can do a resupply. I don't need one. But they also have burgers and stuff you can get, chicken sandwiches, because they have a grill, and that's where you do the half-gallon ice cream challenge if you so choose to do so. I have not decided if I want to do it. I did just run into a couple hikers heading north or south, and one of them said if you do decide to do it, he said don't be like me and get ice cream that has any extra stuff in it. So what he did is he got the Moose Tracks ice cream because he loves it. He said he could barely do half of it. He said so far the people he's seen or have done it did a plain ice cream, whether it be chocolate, vanilla. One guy said orange sherbet was pretty easy to do. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep walking down this rocky path and make our way towards there so we can hang out and relax a little bit and get some food. I had a peanut butter and jelly wrap this morning, so kind of hungry already. That breakfast wasn't, I mean, it was okay, but you know, I started off doing the wraps for lunch. Pepperoni with mustard or mayonnaise and string cheese. I would just rip up the cheese, but the problem is it's so hot out. The cheese starts to get slimy really quick. Not like when I first started. And to be honest with you, I'm kind of burned out from it. Although I was talking to my mom last night, and she watches a few different people that are doing the hike. And she said that some of them have been doing the Knorr rice sides and putting them in the burrito wrap, making basically like a little burrito out of it. I do like a good burrito, although it'd be sad with no cheese or sour cream, but you know, can't have it all. So maybe I'll look into doing that coming up on the next resupply. Well, here's a little break off of the creek. It's a lot cleaner looking right here. This would be the spot to get water at. Back there it was kind of sudsy in a way. I don't know if that's from runoff, but definitely didn't look that appealing. But anyway, I don't need water right now, and when I get to Pine Grove, they have water pumps coming out of the ground, so I don't even have to filter it. But all right, guys, well, we'll see you in a bit. Look at that, guys. Officially halfway done with the AT. How amazing is that? $1,090.5 to Springer, $1,090.5 to Mount Katahdin, Maine. Man, I'll be honest. Never saw that coming. Never thought that would be possible. In this journey that I started. I mean, I told you guys, I never saw myself. I was struggling to think I could even get out of Georgia, let alone here I am in Pennsylvania. Just hit the official halfway point, and it's amazing, truly amazing. And the best part is I've got to share it with so many people. You know, all of you have been able to follow, all of you have been able to see it, see the transformation. It warms my soul to know that I could share with everybody and, you know, share this journey. But still have more to do, so we're gonna keep on moving. And that's why we're hanging out here at the store still. Because I would have just got stuck in this on trail. Smart decision. See, this is why I rely on some of you guys. Because my dumb ass would have walked out here in this and been stuck. Because the next shelter is 7 miles away. Luckily, right over there is a building that's a hostel I can stay at.